So I am not a political streamer, but I'm very curious about this video because it says I'm suing these 3 creators. I think it's a big possibility in the future. Yeah, so like, hey, you know what? That'll give me time to work on a pit cell in the future. You never know, right?
Join me in creating generational wealth for my attorney. Let me tell you guys a story. About a year and a half ago, it's a big conversation called ReactGate.
Oh, by the way, guys, I saw. Okay, so I've been watching some Miskip streams here and there. He changed. He has been a different person for a while, and I understand why. But man, I don't know why he brought in that streamer Frogan on his stream. Like he knew he was gonna get a bad reaction, so I don't know. He was looking for a bad reaction on him and get more like a bad drama clip, or the race bait or whatever. Like I think for him, he really should stay away from all that. Like the way he had to deal with all that. Um, yeah, I think hopefully he doesn't do that again. But hey, it's up to him. Obviously, it's his content. He can do what he wants. But I don't know if it was worth the whole like hatred he came by that.
ReactGate was a debate going on in the streaming community about what
Yeah.
constituted fair use. People
Right.
like Hassan, XQC, and many of the large Twitch streamers would watch other creators' entire video on their stream. They would
Right.
rarely add sufficient commentary or even pause the video to speak. Most egregiously, they would re-upload the entire VOD to YouTube with the same thumbnail, the same title.
That was mostly XQC and Hassan, not Asmongold. He always pause it. He makes a 20-minute video into like 30 into like a 30-40 minute video. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was actually thinking about this. So it's like, so when you're doing a reaction video to the video, because like, again, the title is a way for people to just look for the original video, but also it does that with the description. So the title of the thumbnail and to be changed. So like for me right now, what I'm doing with reaction content, I do react and create, right? I'm doing art and I'm reacting right now, right? That's my thing. And so I'm gonna show an example. Like, so it's like a video like this, right? I put my own art on the thumbnail and I put react and create and I put the thumbnail on the smaller rectangle. So I was like, I wonder if that's more better because like at least I'm adding something of myself in the thumbnail, not just a complete like a copy and put my face in the thumbnail. If that makes sense. Where like you see with the Hassan one, right? Um, Again, no, I'm not like like so like that's what I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to do something different in a way. And yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like trying to do reaction, but in a better way, in a different way compared to a lot of other people. And just really experiment with reacting content, just really put it out there in a different way. I don't know, in some way.
Title so that they could cannibalize traffic.
Because look, the reaction video is not even big, by the way, guys. Like it's not even like this is it right here. It's in the corner. It's not like it doesn't take the whole video of me doing art. It would have been different if I did like the whole video. I thought about it, by the way. I decided not to do it. Where like I make the video as the bigger screen and I make my art into the smaller screen. I decided not to do that.
From the original video. Here's what Lamino
Maybe
had
better
to say about
reception in
this
some ways,
phenomenon.
but
I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work. Or, they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. But to answer your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry because why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people don't like injustice, and we all see this, and no, it's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate me in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright, or like the fact that it's illegal? Does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
But that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam, do the fucking worm, then watch your
Do
prime...
that.
Then watch your prime content.
Do it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, that's content, man. It's original content, at least. The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm. Oh, why didn't I think of that first? Kid XQC, but he is not the one I'm suing. Despite my criticism, he's not a malicious infringer. But the ones I am suing, you'll see, are much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation,
damn, he lost a lot of weight, dude. I
seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts, when Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom or to eat.
Oh, I don't do that.
Mom,
I do not do
whatever. Disappears.
Asmongold does not do that too. Or XCC. No. XCC does that, but like for a quick second. So you can pick up his food or something like that. Misko has not done that. Asmongold, what I know, he doesn't do that. They actually edit that part out of what I know. Because I don't watch a lot of Asmongold, like his like streams, but mostly his videos. Not the political stuff, more like the gaming stuff and all that. But I know one of them is like he did walk away, but they edited that part out. Like I believe he paused it and he walked away, or he waits for the video to end, then he walks away, that kind of thing. So there is a ways to doing it, and also you could edit that part out if you need to. Like it is what it is, you know.
For an extended period of time and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
IDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport in Sana. Then
Like I would say this, like an easy way to do this is you pause the video, right? And you put a be right back, bathroom break, and that's it. And then you just easily edit that part out and then upload the video. That's like the best way to avoid all this kind of stuff too, by the way. Just saying. So that's what I do. I mostly just pause the video and just like go to the bathroom I need to. Oh my god.
And it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist? They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately after it was published. Now the thing is, there were a few people that went above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denims sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and their intentions couldn't be clearer. Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who have supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for
so you watched the VOD video. Yeah, that's not, you're not supposed to do that.
Persistent infringer. That's how I knew when this video came out.
Oh no, I believe you're not allowed to do that, right? Am I wrong about that? Because they're clearly, like, if you watch a piece of content, you're supposed to shout out the person you took the content from, like a link, a name, everything like that, right? You got to do the best you can to like shout them out ethically and also legally, right? Isn't it like you're supposed to because again the media that you're watching, you don't own it. You have to get the credit where you're watching to. That's what you have to do. Uh, so that is literally a big no. That's literally that's like especially for Twitch TOS or YouTube TOS. I believe that's a big no. I could be wrong, but I think that's a big no.
The snarkers were going to encourage, promote, and push streamers to commit copyright infringement. I should thank the snarkers, actually. Because of their predictability, they acted like double agents for us, incriminating their favorite streamers and serving them up on a golden platter. So, thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
It turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried. Denims, the queen of self-owning, you prevail again. There's one thing about copyright you should know is that you got to register it before you publish to be eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is the main biting force of a copyright infringement lawsuit. Right. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys now, I, Ethan Klein, have registered Hassan Piker content nuke with the United States Library of Congress.
Wait, what?
Some of you guys out there sweating? Even though theoretically I could sue a lot more creators and rake in millions of dollars, but the purpose of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we can all unite against this type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the commentary community as we know it.
Well, guys,
damn.
If you enjoyed, not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken, these creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me instead of him. This is not a healthy environment. And with people like Hassan reacting to entire TV shows on stream, my fear is that Sony or Disney comes along, sues everybody, and sets a devastating precedent
don't do that.
Endanger our
entire don't even near that, bro.
Now,
I don't even near that.
Who the three people I'm suing are.
By the way,
I just want to make it clear.
I'm not even gonna.
They all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender, their.
By the way, guys, yeah, this meta thing was a problem, I believe, a year or 2 years ago. You're still in its content. Look, I'm adding to the content. What am I doing? I'm actually making art while I'm watching the video, right? I'm doing something new. I'm pausing the video. I'm making this video longer than it will. It's gonna showcase. Like, I'm doing everything I can to like make it transformative. Right now, like right now we're at 7:50. I'm at point at 13 minutes. I added 5 minutes right now. Anyways. Budger trying to get me in trouble with the law. Oh my god, I just realized I could technically get in trouble with the law. No, I didn't react to the Hassan one because it was just too long. The reason why I didn't react to the Hassan one, it was too long, and two, I don't want to get too much into politics. Now this right here is not into it's not really talking about politics. It's more about copyright infringement and stuff. And I'm very interested in this kind of stuff, right? That's why we talked about my other videos when I did my art topic videos about the Disney versus Mid-Journey, right? Because it's very interesting. It's a very interesting where like that's gonna go with the copyright stuff. But anyways, yeah, I mean like this is very interesting because again, there are ways to doing it and there are ways of not doing it. That content nuke I think was like an hour and 40 minutes or something like that. I can actually check right now. Let me check right now actually. And you saw like with XUC that he made it into like 2 hours something. And then Asmongold made it into like 3 hours something, right? So let's see. I'm gonna look right now. The Hassan nuke video. Oh, I put hee. I put hee, guys. I put hee Hassan. The contact nuke is let's see. An hour and 42 minutes, and then XC made it into 2 hours something minutes, and then Asmongold made it into double that, like almost 4 hours, right? So I think that's the way of doing it. Just by making the video, giving your full opinion about things, criticizing the video, etc. I think that's a good way of doing things because at least you're like not just sitting and not doing anything with the content. You're just like it will be obviously different. I would just watch them, but like, yeah, okay, I see where it's coming from. All right, you know what I mean? That's like okay, you're not supposed to do that.
Identity, their political beliefs, all three are on this list. In fact, they're the only three as far as I could tell.
All right, so let's see who's gonna go after. Denims is one. He like for sure made that. Mike from PA is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like I see some clips, but I don't again. I haven't watched any of these people's like reaction or even like Aspen's or anybody's really. I'm being honest. I'm gonna go with Denims, Frogan, and Mike from PA are getting sued. He said three content. He said three content creators from here. All right, 3 content creators. So I'm gonna go with Denims, Frogan, and yeah, Mike from PA.
That reacted to the full video. Drum roll, please. Who's sweating at home, guys? Kaceytron, the queen of ripping.
No way. What? Kaceytron? Well, I did not expect that. What the what?
Farts and bong loads.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
Frogan, who bless her soul, she's still rising.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom? Do I have permission? Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
That's so dumb. You're not supposed to do that.
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
And Denims, the queen of self-owning.
Oh, I got 2 out of 3.
It's very obvious from the way that guy's talking. He's a
Watching Hassan Nuke from Ethan Klein. This guy looks like an R word.
Sneeko fan.
Oh my god.
Sneeko fan?
I love you, Hassan. Can I give you
Oh, he's a okay. I remember that.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been raped. The hostages have public statements. You can go look at them.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Now for the fun part. Let's take a look at the complaints, and let's start with my favorite.
So, Kaceytron wrote, like she's suing, like she's getting sued, so she put a GoFundMe. And oh wow, it already raised 1,000. That picture scared the hell out of me, by the way. It legit scared the hell out of me. Support Kaceytron legal fund, 100K total, 42 donations already. He declined suing for reacting for his video on a song contact nuke. This one is to cover any and all legal associated with his complaint. She already raised almost $1,200. All right, I'm gonna check Denims and also Forgan because I'm pretty sure they're also making any jokes of this, which again, like, it may not lead anywhere. Again, we don't know, but yeah. Let's see. She hasn't posted anything today. Yeah, she hasn't posted anything, so there's no post from her. All right, let me see Denims. The reason why I'm not looking at I'm not searching this on like where you guys will see it is because I don't know what's gonna pop up. All right, let's see. Okay, so okay, here it is. It's 2025. It declines suing creators for fair use. Legal defense fund below. Stream coming soon. Image unrelated. How the terms of how the The turns have table. Okay, I can show this. Okay. Wait, hold on. Can I show this? So, she also did a GoFundMe for copyright. She already raised almost $6,000 already, dude. Someone anonymously donated $500, dude. He declined to sue me for reacting to his video. This fundraiser is to cover all legal fees and associated with his complaint. His video for like the pretty much, and they have to like. Okay, there you go. Was gonna donate to Deb. I think you needed more. Here's $5 to give to decline. So she also made a GoFundMe, which Forgan is possibly gonna do that. I'm not sure. But I think this is different, right? Because so this one says we're going to react to this loser's video. No, we're going to react to this loser's video. No, but I think the biggest difference is if he actually like submitted that with like the laws of the government and all that, whatever he said before, like legit, like that's like a legit video that has like heavy copyright protection. He has more of a case compared to some just a YouTuber in general. Like if it's just a YouTube video by itself, I think that's the biggest difference of everything what I've heard right now. Let me know if I'm completely off base, guys. But yeah, like we'll see how this goes. Honestly,
Favorite of the three, the very own, the prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical Kaceytron.
A lot of
Kaceytron.
people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
Well, that's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so comfortable? We've given each complaint a clever little title, and here's Kaceytron's. She smoked more than she spoke. Kaceytron smokes 42 times during her reaction. And just as a silly thought experiment, we thought, wouldn't it be funny if she spent more time smoking than she did talking? And thinking there was no way that that could be true. Well, we tallied them up, and lo and behold, there's 15 minutes, 40 seconds of commentary versus 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoking.
Oh, God! Are you serious? She smoked 3 more minutes than wow.
15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote-unquote reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
The complaint continues. Indeed, Kaceytron is often too obliterated to comment on the nuke, and instead stares blankly at her computer screen. In a span of 2 hours and 7 minutes, Kaceytron smokes marijuana, frequently in highly concentrated forms
no
through vaporizer,
way, dude.
on 42 separate occasions. At
Wow.
one point, Kaceytron is so wasted that she states, quote, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I've lost the plot." To give you an idea, the majority of her commentary comes down to this.
I don't understand this bit that he's doing.
Wow, dude.
CPM's coming out of Qatar.
What the hell
you
is
kids
going
love anime,
on?
right?
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've
Ain't
lost
no
the
way.
plot.
Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way. I don't know what to think of that. Ain't no way, bro.
They do musicals. They're very musical people.
That's crazy,
I know,
bro.
Are you being serious? Dog, what do you...
Yeah.
Look, you think I made this? This isn't a music video, Hassan.
And as dumb as all of that is, this is the part that really got her sued.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. Without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it. What the fuck is going on here?
Stating outright that her intention of doing this is so that people who don't want to support me can watch it through her is why copyright infringement laws exist. You could not.
You can't legally own a gun.
Especially if your
Is that true?
commentary consists of you taking
Wait. So if you smoke weed, you cannot legally own a gun?
loads. At least try to engage with the content. Whoa, what was that? Oh, Sorry, that was a flying star. It almost got me. You know we're in your lover, guys.
Oh no, not the best streamer in the whole
Reaction
world.
by exiting. Here she
The new
is getting
streamer.
up to leave the video running as she steps out of the room. Is that transformative? I guess the judge will decide. She said, quote, "It's time to watch the new nuke ethically. Hell yeah." Huh. Very smart to say on camera, by the way. She said, quote, "Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me." Well, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy that day. Her commentary is so non-existent that even her own fans begin to call her out.
I don't have anything to say, dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 1 minute and 32 seconds? It's been the same shit over and over again. This video could have been condensed into 20 fucking minutes. Like, what commentary do you want me to add by, like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot, he's mentally ill, and he's having a mental breakdown and uploading
I mean, that'd be better than nothing.
it to fucking YouTube? Are you gonna make at least one good point? What do you want me to make a point on?
Oh, I forgot. She also said, "Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing." You may use the bathroom, Frogan, although I don't advise it.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach. And let me state the obvious.
Yeah, I think it was an obvious thing where like she just used this as content where like even though she didn't really want to do it, but she used it to get the views and attention. We're like that's what comes off to me. Like she just loved she watched this video that she did not want to watch at all, but she did it for content, right? Even though she didn't really add anything to the video or to the content. Where it's like she knew that she was gonna get a lot of attention for this. That's why even like I believe Hassan did a charity for this to watch this content new. Again, I don't know if he did it or not. But yeah, I think that's why she did it personally. Like again, it was just like she was getting a lot of views and all that, so it's a possibility. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched her streams or anything.
Apparently, the judge is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
Well, you just pause it. That's it. You just pause the video, right? Like you get up and you go to the bathroom. You just pause it. They should be watching for you. But if you get up to go to the bathroom and they keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support.
Right, she also said something, right?
First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically. Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people, Reddit people. I came from the H3H3 Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while his son is in Japan. I'm bothered having a great time. Exactly. We're gonna watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious intent to steal. They talk about watching ethically, but I learned not to steal when I was 5. Up next is Denims.
Oh my god.
And honestly, just take a look at this, guys. It's a nightmare on Denim Street. Not only did she chair react, but she was kind enough to write her name right at the top just so that we knew that she was stealing my content and it was her room and nobody else's. Judge, did you know that we're on Denim Street right now? Here's some quotes from Denims. "We're relying on you to stay live so we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm going to stream it. Since he's confirmed it's coming out today, I'm going to stream it." That is very explicit. Denims said, quote, "Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, give me a follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like my content." Your content? The Queen of Self-Own included a countdown timer so we could tell exactly how long she was away. After being gone for a few minutes, she returns and then sits silently for another couple of minutes eating.
I'm gonna go pee, and hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
Ain't no way, dude.
You do look better.
Mr. 305. I see it.
Dude, you should do this. I have an alternate.
You put a counter, and she doesn't say anything.
To stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it since he confirmed it's coming out today. We're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it. Come enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow.
So she watched the sign. Watching contact news so she avoid giving H3H3 the views and the clicks. Is that what it was? Okay.
Subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here. Because I'm going to be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself.
Let me also commercial.
Hey guys, by the way, if you guys like the content, hit the like, subscribe, follow, Prime, all the good stuff. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
It by asking you to reward me financially for stealing his content. That is like chef kiss. By the way, Denims had a very successful stream. She had 43,000 people watching her live. Take a look at the title of her Twitch stream. Ethan Klein's on content nuke watch party. A watch party? I don't think that's fair use. Now, Denims, of course, always delivering the goods. She went on this dude's podcast to debate fair use. And would you be surprised if I told you she said a lot of incriminating things in that podcast? The queen of self-own never disappoints.
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content and stuff. Like, I think filler content, like, you shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React streamer, and I try to do it only when I do it with like Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that, because at least I'm not like directly ripping from one content creator and not like a whole team and stuff. And most of those videos have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. Like I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever. And I might walk away from the screen. But it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people. A lot of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a curator. So they don't actually want to go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will go through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Like, I'm
From the people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through YouTube and find a video they like. If someone watches content, I already said this, if someone watches content on someone else's stream, there is a very low likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the view or the like. Or the people who are watching content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch, aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube.
That, my friend, is called theft. And you're a thief. And now I'm suing you. This is just a testimony to how brazen and how safe they've, you know, gotten. That she thinks she can go out in public on video and say shit like, I'm stealing this content because I want to. I'm coping even though I know it's stealing. When people watch it with me, they're definitely not going to go watch the original. Like, you are way too comfortable.
Yeah, you're, like I said, you're supposed to credit the original creator. Like, you're supposed to do that. Whether it's on your stream where you put a link on your stream, or if you post it on YouTube, and put a link into the straight to the video, a way for people to see the video. Like, you're not supposed to hide that at all. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know if you smoke weed, you cannot legally own a gun.
Committing crimes out in the open. Well, there you have it. 3 separate lawsuits for 3 separate geniuses. Now, I want to make it clear again, and I hope it's been obvious about why I'm suing these 3 people and not others. These people not only violated all of the principles of fair use, they also did it maliciously. And that's the part that really got me. I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment, and if you make a good faith effort to promote the author, to link to them, to try to drive traffic to the original video, I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing, and that's fine. And I would never sue someone for that. Take it to these 3 absolute morons to state their intention to steal my property on video. You know, and to all the detractors who are saying that I'm targeting women, that I'm a hypocrite for suing for copyright infringement, I just have this to say. I don't care. What I do hope, though, is that you'll support their crowdfunding efforts to defend themselves. Because let's face it, I want to make sure there's money left over for me when I win my lawsuits. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great time. I'll see you around.
Wow, dude. I am very curious about this, too. This is a what do you call it? A creator lawsuit where it will change copyright law forever. No, okay. No, but I think this is gonna be a very serious thing, because then it's gonna change how people watch other people's videos. Like, everybody has a little bit in the past where, like, people, like I said a couple of years ago when the debate happened, when SEC is like people that want they want to get permission to don't walk away and leave the video on. And 3, add more to the video in some way, right? Especially if you're a big content creator. They literally, it's like, if you're a big content creator, you have more of like, you have to like step away from like what you need to do in order to get like permission and all that, which it is how, or like I don't know if it works like that, but the way I do it is like I wait a couple days before I watch the video for the most part. There's some videos I watch on the same day. I'm not a big content creator. I don't know if that's a good excuse or not, but I always try to add more to the content. If it's small or big or anything like that. Like I said, like I showcase like the GoFundMes and stuff like, I don't know. I try to showcase more, right? That's always been like my my goal of everything pretty much. Cause yeah, I made a, like right now it's a 20-minute video and I'm at 35 recording right now. So I added literally like 15 minutes onto the video. So it's like I always try to give my honest opinion about what I'm watching and try to add more to it.